Good afternoon. Do you have the EQ blues? Have you had it with TTAS up to here? Well, I am Edwina Hogan, star of stage, screen, cinema, and the queen of EQs. I'm here today with a panel of Carrollton Farmers Branch teachers to help you increase your EQ ratio so you can clean up on the career ladder before Mino and his fellows collapse all the ladders. The ideas that we present to you today can be used efficiently no matter who is observing you, inside or outside violators. I have a phone number that you can call to set up an EQ makeover. This company will help you and have a makeover for you so that you can get more EQs. This company will help you and fit you for your formal evaluations. Something along this line would be well for your formal evaluations. For your walkthroughs, you need something a little bit more informal, and you need a good pair of Nike walking shoes. I don't think that you realize the effect or the impact that the wrong color of shoes can have on your EQs. Research shows that most TTAS violators have shoe fetishes and have a real thing for open-toed red shoes. The largest problem that male teachers have is finding large enough shoes. Another thing that is very important in achieving your optimal number of EQs is that you have your TTAS colors done. There is nothing worse than to see a winter teacher trying to teach in fall colors. The EQs will just drop like leaves. Your critical attributes will be critical. If your ensemble colors make you look dead, you can actually see your violator fall into a sleep-like coma. For your EQ makeover, call this simple number. For your EQ makeover, call EQ Makeup. No bill payment or interest charges until your June paycheck. No credit denied. Do you remember the awful, boring films we were all subjected to at the beginning of the last 2 school years from TEA on the changes to the TTAS instrument? Well, I have just completed shooting an equally boring film of my own to be sent to TEA later this month. People at TEA will be required to watch it, and their paychecks will be determined on how well they can recite it after watching. Just like the last film they sent us, I will accompany the film with an errata sheet. Before watching the TEA boring film, I did not know the meaning of this SAT word, errata. I thought that it was the name for any paraphernalia bought in an adult bookstore. I believe there is even a book entitled, Your Errata Zones. Now I know that an errata sheet is nothing more than a list of boo-boos made in the last film. So I will send an errata sheet to them at TEA, showing TEA all the mistakes that they have made in the TTAS document. Teachers are not awarded EQs for things that they should be awarded in the instrument. The instrument's 5 domains just do not encompass all the things that we teachers do every day. In my film to TEA, I am proposing a domain 6 so that we teachers can get the recognition and the EQs that we justly deserve. What will be included in Domain 6? Among other things, there are 3 areas for the new Domain 6. Number 1, duties. Bus duty, lunch duty, hall duty, recess duty, bathroom duty, door duty, and the ever-popular early morning howdy duty. We will now be paid for all of our duties. Area 2, services beyond the call of duty. How many times have you put in work orders for repairs in your classroom to no avail? You have about as much luck getting things done in your classroom as winning the lottery. Of course, if you won the lottery, you wouldn't care if they ever got done. For an example, is your world map hanging by one little hinge? Even though this is a realistic, real-world experience for your children, you'd like to see it fixed. How many times have you asked to have light bulbs replaced in your room? Has it ever gotten so bad in your room that children have actually begun to bring hard hats to school with little tiny lights on them so they can read? I've had students who have had to hold pencil sharpeners between their toes in order to sharpen their pencil because I couldn't get it screwed back onto the wall. Worst yet, how many times have you had to clean up your room when a student has hurled because the custodian is on a coffee break? And these people to whom we turn in these work orders make more money than the teachers. It's time we get equal pay for equal work. So I am proposing that we get EQs in Domain 6 every time we perform a custodial job in our room. Area 3 of Domain 6. Next in Domain 6 will be overtime pay. I am tired of the community thinking that teachers have bankier's hours. We don't lock our door at 3 o'clock and go home to our lovely families. And even if we do leave at 3 o'clock, we need several pieces of Samsonite luggage to carry the work home in. Usually, we can't leave at 3 because we have faculty meetings, parent conferences at 5 o'clock because the parent can't leave work early. We have in-service meetings. We have to watch the stupid TEA films. And we have meetings with the counselors on how to give tests, like the TOS test, and the NAPT test, and the Otis Redding test. Even though we teachers have given more tests than most doctors. When we do leave school and stop by the Albertsons on the way home, there is always the fear of parent contacts in the produce department. It's getting so bad that I finally had to shop in Wilmer Hutchins. I propose in Domain 6 that we not only install time punch clocks in the school building, but in each teacher's home, so that when you finish grading that last paper at midnight, you can clock out and go to bed with the peace of mind of knowing that you're going to get what you deserve. EQs for overtime. These are just a few of the items that I will propose for Domain 6 in the TTAS instrument. I have one last phone number for you to call to increase your EQs. For a limited time only, I will be offering my coveted TTAS career ladder pins, suitable for any formal evaluation attire. These lovely career ladder pins come with a semi-precious stone, which you can move up the rungs of the ladder as you move up yours. We have a wide selection of stones available. The most popular and affordable being the genuine cubic zirconia stone. For those of you whose spouses are members of well-paying professions, like doctor, lawyer, administrator, plumber, or custodian, we have the 1 carat antique cut diamond. For those of you whose spouses are also teachers, not yet on the career ladder, we have the coveted sandstone. And we have a very special stone for elementary teachers who never seem to get any bathroom breaks during the day. The coveted kidney stone. Wearing this pin tells your outside violator that you are on level 2 or level 3, and don't dare try to deny me credit. Also, it is your civic duty to let people know when you really reach level 4, because then the city can call on these teachers to walk on water during times of floods. Simply call this toll-free number, 1-800-UP-YOURS. If our operators are busy, just call Kathy Harwell. We are so pleased you could be with us today to rid your EQ blues. I now turn the program over to your moderator for this afternoon.